Time remembers your secrets. People always talk about the witching hour, but nobody ever warns you about what happens when time itself remembers. I never believed in omens until the night my grandmother died, and the old grandfather clock in our living room stopped at exactly 11:11. For years it sat frozen, collecting dust, a silent relic of her last breath, until last night when its chime shattered the silence and something impossible happened. Before I tell you what echoed through those chimes, let me take you back to what really happened the night she left us, a detail my family never dared to discuss. We'd gathered at my uncle's apartment, a cramped space above his antique shop, to mourn her passing. The clock was too large to move, so it remained, looming in the corner, its hands forever pointing to that final moment. My grandmother had always warned us not to touch it, claiming it was more than just a timepiece. It was a keeper. As a kid, I thought she meant it was valuable. Now I know better. That night, as storms rattled the windows, she whispered something to me, a secret I was too scared to hear over the thunder. Last night, years later, I found myself alone in that same apartment, tasked with cataloging my uncle's belongings after his sudden disappearance. Midnight approached, and as I recorded the clock's details, a cold draft swept through the room. The clock's pendulum began to sway, slow at first, then with unnatural urgency. The chimes rang out, 12 deep, hollow notes, but I counted only 11 on the face. When the last note faded, my grandmother's voice whispered from inside the clock, "You broke the promise. Now it takes another." My phone screen flickered, showing my reflection. Except behind me stood my uncle, eyes wide with terror, mouth open in a silent scream. The hands of the clock spun backward as my grandmother's voice grew louder, chanting the secret I never wanted to know. I tried to run, but my body wouldn't move. The room pulsed with every tick, the air thick with regret. As the clock struck 11:11, I understood. The keeper doesn't just mark the hour of death, it collects what's owed, and tonight, the debt was mine.